Hello, beautiful friends. Thank you for joining in. I hope you've had a lovely couple of days. Today we're going to stimulate the lymphatic system and then smooth it out so that it flows beautifully. It's a very beautiful system of the body that helps release waste materials, and flow is always good. Flow is always the best. We're going to begin standing up today, unless, of course, you prefer to sit down or even lie down. You can always visualize the work and listen to my voice and smile and breathe softly and gently in a way that feels very pleasurable for your body, because that always adds flow. So if you're going to stand up, let's do that. You can stay seated, and we're going to bring ourselves to a beautiful spine. So the first thing we want to do, or that I like to do, is let's feel the feet. You can even feel one foot, bend the knees a little bit, sense the sole of the foot, and notice what the foot is feeling. Notice the texture of the surface below you, and then find a nice balance. We also want to feel a sense that the energy of the earth can flow freely up through the body, like sap up through a tree or beautiful spring growth, rising up through the crown of the head. And you can also add to that, or if you prefer, use the idea that the skull is suspended, and bringing the fingertips to the base of the skull behind the ears is a lovely place to find that elongation, that little extra bit of extension. So we have a lovely plumb line, whether we're seated or standing. We've created some space for our organs, and we're already off to a good start. We're also today going to rest our hands over our low belly, wherever it's comfortable. You can hook the thumb and index finger if you like. For some people, it's going to be a bit higher. For some people, a bit lower. We want our shoulders and our body to be comfortable, and we don't want anything pinned in. Always a sense of space. And let's smile, feel that connection above and below. Take a breath in through the nose, and we'll let out a soft sigh with lightly pursed lips, as though we're blowing out a birthday candle, but we're making it very sustained and gentle. And you'll know when you come to the end, and allow the next breath to come in through the nose again. Fill yourself gently in a pleasant way, and one more little exhale with the pursed lips. Being curious about how long your breath wants to be today. And actually, we'll do one more. Let your eyes be very soft, whether they're open or closed. Inhale through the nose with soft, dreamy eyes. And keep your eyes soft as you purse the lips. And let the breath out. We'll take another 1 or 2 breaths in and out through the nose. Softly breathing in through both nostrils, filling the belly, filling the hands. Exhaling softly, breathing out through both nostrils. Smiling and keeping your eyes soft. Continue breathing gently and fully, and take a little look around. Just look in your environment. Maybe you have a window you can look out. Notice something. See the play of light or shadow. Move again. Maybe you notice something you haven't paid too much attention to. Just let your eyes rest wherever you see a lovely color or something that interests you. And we're keeping the gaze soft. We're not doing the predator grab. We're doing the soft, receptive gaze. So let's move into taking all of this with us. Gentle breath, feeling the ground, feeling the sky, soft eyes. And we're going to shake up our circulation a little bit. This we're going to do today with a little bit of jiggling. You can pretend your body is a beanbag full of all kinds of beans, and you want every part to get a little bit of a shake. And feel free to make any kind of sound that you like, anything that authentically arises from within you, because you're working privately in your own space. You can make whatever sound, and if you're living with other people, you can say your teacher made you do it. So there you go. You're safe. If you want to speed this up, or if you want to move it through space, really make this your own. We want to get any stagnation to break up and loosen up so that when we get to other movements, it'll just be circulating and not create any blockages. Making some silly faces and moving the jaw around, big open eyes and then closing. Things like that can be very nice too. You can always come back to shaking anytime during the day. Really helps to shift a mood, or if you've been sitting for a while working from your computer, or even if you want a new perspective on something you're trying to figure out. And return to your lovely suspension, support. This time we'll take the feet a little wider, and we're going to lunge just a little bit from side to side, nice and light, as though there's lovely breath within your joints. And let this get a little bit smaller, and we're going to focus a bit more in the upper body, bringing a twist and a spiral. This is very refreshing for the body, nice wake up for the organs. And we're maintaining that suspended feeling, so we're not crunching or collapsing, and keep the eyes soft and let them scan the area just above the horizon. Let them receive and see whatever's there without labeling or clinging to anything. And let's bring this to a gentle, natural finish. Your body will slow down at the pace it really wants to. And we can keep our feet where they are. We're going to do a little bit of breathing, lifting the arms and then lowering the arms. So if you like this foundation, stay with it. It can also be done in a chair. I'm going to take my feet in a little closer because that's what feels good to me today. And let's exhale. Really feel the exhale. And let your breath move you. Let the inhalation lift your arms. If you feel like touching your palms, that's great. If you want to keep a space, that's great. And as your exhalation comes, just lower your arms smoothly, and you can bend the knees a bit. On the inhalation, you're spreading your wings. You're creating more space for your lungs. And on the exhalation, you're reaching out and lowering the arms. Breath-led. If you don't want to take your arms up that high, you don't have to. But we want to have a little bit of a feeling of creating space. Maybe you want to be a big bird. You come up shoulder height, or maybe it's perfect for you to just open like you've got a giant crinoline skirt that you've got your hand resting on. Anything that you like that feels life-giving to you. Now we're going to change it up a little bit. We're going to add that twist, if you wish. So inhaling, we're reaching up. On the exhalation, I'm going to twist to my right, and my palms are going to press the air. And as I inhale, I'm going to take the arms out to the sides and overhead. And as I exhale, I'm going to twist gently, bending my knees, and look behind me. I'll give you a side view of that. The inhale lift, we're pretty clear on. On the exhale, it's just gentle. We're doing exactly what our bodies feel like doing. You can even just lift the arms up simply in front. And exhale, we're twisting and we're looking back. In fact, it feels a little smoother to take the arms straight up, in which case you might even want to bring a little extra stretch to the front body, and then collect in as you exhale and look back. Inhale, rising up, lengthening. Exhale, twist, smooth the air back behind you. Let's do one more each side. Inhale, and let the exhalation be the timing for the sweep. And one more time, inhale, lift up. And exhalation, very nice and pleasant. One more time, we're going to lift up. And the palms are going to feel the air, the arms just relax and float down. And let's bring ourselves back to standing. Feel the feet, feel the crown of the head, feel your breath, your smile. And today we're adding soft eyes, whether the eyelids are shut or open. And notice how you feel. Notice if there's any brightening in your body or energy or tingling or shift in breath or how you inhabit your body. And don't fret if there isn't. Just a little moment to go and feel inside. And I'm going to direct you now in a little lymphatic massage. It's very, very gentle movement, very delicate. Some people say that it's a very meditative, calming effect. So that quiet, parasympathetic, nervous, restful place is where healing takes place, meditation, calmness. And I'm going to come a little bit closer to review the quality of the movement. We're going to be touching our bodies, but as if we have silky hair. It's like the weight of one nickel, a light nickel. It's almost a tickling feeling. So you can breathe smoothly throughout. There's no choreographed breath to this other than to continue the flow of your natural, good feeling breath, because lovely, relaxed breathing is also encourages good lymphatic flow. In some circles, it's called lymphatic breathing. So with the fingertips, we're going to guide the lymph, very gentle stroke, and the lymph wants to come to the pump of the heart, directing into the area behind the clavicles where the heart lives underneath. And you're gently guiding the lymph to come from the extremities, because of course things can get pooled and swelling can occur at the ends because it's harder for the venous system to bring the blood back. The aortic system gives a big push, so the blood rushes out, but then it can be slower coming back. So we're assisting the direction of the deoxygenated blood and the lymph returning back home to be pumped full of nourishment. Let's do that gentle stroking up the inside of the arm, again, bringing the flow. It's like a little river, bringing the river flowing, no obstacles. And now we're going to lift that hand up. You can even rest it on top of your head because we want to clear the flow underneath the arm in the armpit, and then you can just do that little swirl up and direct it from the armpit and side of the chest, lovingly up under the collarbones. And we'll let that arm float down and take a moment and see what that feels like. Has the space inside or outside you changed? Has your awareness shifted? Without clinging or trying to make a storyline. And let's delicately guide the lymph from the fingertips up the outside of the arm, slowly feeling that very delicate, it's almost like a feather is brushing you, guiding the lymph back home where it can get refreshed, oxygenated. The waste materials can leave through healthy portals, outlets in your body. All of this work, whether it's yoga, breath work, qigong, it's all about removing obstacles and returning to the natural state of flow. So through the armpit, and then just lifting that energy like a little diversion in the river, just going with the flow. And let yourself feel that move a little bit, float a little bit. Now there's a lot of lymph in the armpit and breast tissue for men and women. So we're going to do little gentle figure eights, crisscrossing in the center. Very delicate, like feathers. And then let the arms rest for a moment. And we're going to guide the flow from the groin area up over the belly and towards the area behind the clavicles. And now we're going to bring the lymph from the extremities of the toes and feet up, so I'm standing back a little bit. If you can't reach a part of your body, just imagine you are. The power of visualization is really quite marvelous. I'm going to bend the opposite leg, and I'm going to reach down, can bend the same leg too. I call this going through the hosiery department of the department store. First, you're coming from the toes like a little footlet, a little sports sock, and you're mixing up the directions so that you're getting all the areas, front, back, sides, ankle socks, crew socks a little higher, knee socks, guiding the energy a little further over the knee socks, thigh high, stocking height, and then half a legging. So you've been guiding the flow all the way, all the way, all the way, and then up and over the hip and belly, and we're going to do the same on the other side. Almost like playing a harp. Very delicate, guiding from the toes, the footlet, coming up over the ankle, coming a little higher, sometimes the side, sometimes the front, gathering all the sides of the leg, knee sock, over the knee sock, guiding the lymph from the very edges of the feet. This can be very helpful if you tend to have swelling, which is a form of stagnant energy. And finally, we get all the way up the thigh and into the half legging. And placing the weight on both feet, a little bit of lymph node area in the back. Most of the lymph nodes are close to the surface of the skin and more in the front of the body, but a little bit lengthening this back waist area. And then coming back to lifting from the groin, lots of lymph nodes here and in the armpits and in the throat. And now we're going to work a little bit with the face and neck. I'm going to come a little closer. We begin with the fingertips just resting over the shoulders, and we're bringing the lymph over the shoulder. Sorry, we start with the arms crossed. I've been forgetting that one lately. So arms are crossed, fingertips over the shoulders. And as you guide the fingers, you bring the energy behind the collarbones. Every time you bring the hands over the shoulders, if you can remember, it's nice to cross the arms the other way. So clearing the area of the shoulders and the base of the throat. And now we're going to do a similar movement. It comes up from behind the ear, so the bone at the base of the ear, behind the ear, base of the skull. You're going to circle up and then come down the front of the throat. You'll do both sides. I'm going to just do the side that you can see. So you're just coming up and pouring the energy down. And then for the rest of the head, we just let the hands come to the crown of the head, very delicate, like feathers, just pouring the energy in case there's any buildup or swelling in the face. You can do the front, the sides. And we finish this little series with the crisscross over the shoulders and guiding the lymph. You can even do the sides of the neck a little bit. Very, very gently, very gently. And then we're going to rest first with our hands over the breastbone, honoring the heart and the pump, the lovely pump that is so life-giving, also helps the lymphatic system move freely, honoring the lungs. And then gently sliding all of this good energy down so the hands rest over the low belly, give us some nice grounding. Take a few moments, feel your feet, feel the soft eyes, the soft smile, the gentle lift, the elongation, lightness, plumb line of the spine, and smooth, full, flowing breath. And today we'll finish with a sound to stimulate the lymph glands and the thyroid and various lovely healing structures in and systems in the throat, and also making sound is a lovely way to deepen breath and clear the throat area. You can either listen or make a soft whisper or just join in. I'll use the sound Om. You can say ah, anything that you wish. Take a breath in and really let the throat resonate. Remember to keep your eyes soft, your breath smooth. Feel the state that you've cultivated, that we've cultivated together, and take a few steps, no rush, taking this with you. So in a sense of walking meditation, you can bring this energy with you when you sit down, when you go about whatever is next in your day. And if anybody wants to drop a little word in the chat box about how do you feel after doing this little bit of lymph cleansing, I always love hearing from you. So thank you for joining in. Many blessings. Have a beautiful day. Keep smiling. Be kind to yourself and others. And I'll see you next time.